entire episode.
Good new episode, everyone.
There you go. Action! Welcome back to Coming This Summer.
Any one of those. You can pick any one of those, editor.
Yeah. Just leave them all. Let the audience decide.
Yeah. Which intro did you
We'll
like?
just pause it.
Press one on your remote.
Like they do the Calculon thing in the first run. Press 1 if you want Calculon to do more paperwork. Press 2 if you want a huge action set piece. You pressed 1. And he's just...
Okay.
So
back. Yeah, Futurama. We're hitting this week-to-week Hulu-Rama.
I don't
we
know
got
about
this week.
Hulu-Rama,
Find the secret episode.
That's pretty funny.
there's no secret episode in the background. Like,
I'm sure there's a bunch of haters hating because anytime something gets they beg for a reboot and then they get it and they go
off
what
with
is
this?
this?
Yeah, bring me another.
We'll give you the real opinion, like for real. Like we're not the hipsters, the non-hipster view.
No, I enjoyed it. I laughed.
It's
audibly.
I think it was the funniest
Any
episode
that puts Zoidberg with the gang, I'm fine with. I love Zoidberg. He's probably my favorite character aside from the trio.
I shrunk myself. I'm sure you guys are worried about
bro. He's like on the. So we get a Dune parody is essentially this
Dune
episode.
parody and a sequel to Fry Gets Parasites.
So there's an episode which might be one of the better episodes.
It's a top 10 episode.
Where he plays the flute for Leela. You know what I mean? And it's all like
that started setting up the end.
Right. Because he's like playing the future like flute or whatever.
The end again.
Okay.
This episode was to me it was like
so. In the other episode, worms invade.
He eats the tomato sandwich or he
eats a really bad like sandwich, right? Yeah. And he gets these worms that make him smarter.
In my mouth.
That make him more smarter.
Throwing up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But he basically wants to become dumber because that's not like who he is or whatever, and which is the whole episode. But it makes Leela like right, whatever, fine. What's Flowers for Algernon is that parody. And instead, every time there's a worms, we got to do a book parody. You know what I mean? So this one we got Dune. Something's wrong with Nibbler.
Super spot on.
They have to shrink down with a toy tank that the professor enlarged so they could get into it and race down a Hot Wheels track.
And then re-shrink it.
While he has to like Buzz Lightyear ride, shoot at the fucking tank rolling down the Hot Wheels track to shrink it to go into the litter box, only for them to lose the fucking tank in 3 seconds.
Whatever you do, don't get out of the tank, and then it sinks immediately.
Get swallowed and they all get out of the tank.
See, to me,
so
it's like
good.
This
so
is how
funny.
you do crass.
It's like if you're gonna like do like joke, make it like joke. Right. Like don't give like people time to breathe necessarily. You know,
no, and they hit you in the feels.
Yeah.
Like,
and then they tug at heartstrings. Like this is Rick and Morty done right.
That's about to say. They look like they watched Rick and Morty and said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah.
Hold my slurm.
Yeah.
This is how
Hold my slurm.
This is how you do it, and that's what they do it.
Wham, wazzle.
They had that in like we didn't talk about that in the last video where they have him all like
the slurm
he's
worm.
older and he doesn't drink the soda anymore, and
Slurm's Mackenzie.
He's doing like diet slurm, and he's all like wrinkled and thin.
Yeah.
And he's like Wizzy Wham, and he sounds all. I can't believe we let that out because it was so funny. It comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, any references to older episodes. They set it up that it's not the worms from the old episode. Like they show other insects, the dung beetles show up,
funny as hell.
Who are like this ancient tribe, and they do like the spice.
They do the Frankenstein bit from Young Frankenstein, where it's not
dung, it's doom.
The G is basically silent.
Yeah,
it's not all the way.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
So they're in the litter box, which is basically this whole like sentient world for all these bugs and gross things that Nibbler eats.
So amazingly stupid. It was great.
Stupid.
It was amazing.
But it's basically a Dune parody. The smelling salts of the litter box, the pretty litter shit that makes your cat shit smell better.
Oh, tripping balls.
They're all like huffing it like it's the spice from fucking Dune. Yeah, the spice melange.
Oh my god.
The spice. Including their like eyes like go like the different color in Dune. They like turn like the blue or whatever. But in this it's like
this is back-to-back episodes of semi-tearjerker, heartstring tugging, and then they let you off the hook at the last second. I don't want to give the ending away too much, but it's the very last joke. I audibly laughed out loud when Nibbler is going over all the things in front of the council.
Yeah.
And good.
Yeah, they basically Nibbler drops this like entire speech, and the council's like basically hits him with K. Yeah. It's like when you get the text back, you send like the novel and it's like K. Like,
oh my god,
good.
It was such a good exclamation point to that episode.
Yeah, Yeah, it basically ends.
I'm so impressed with it so far. I'm so happy.
I feel like the
back.
writers. I feel like first episode they were like feeling themselves a little bit.
I know you're a little. I think you're a little harsher than me on the first one.
In comparison,
each
it's
one
the
to me has gotten bigger.
Yeah.
Each episode is built on the last episode.
The third episode is still the tightest. I think.
To me, I think this is the best.
This one's really good too.
I think this nailed it.
This one's
gave
really
us
good.
all the old episode feels, and then all the new stuff.
Yeah, none of them are acting out of character. None of them feel like we're getting gypped on screen time.
Nope.
Like Hermes never really got spots. I
mean,
Bender
was a little light in this episode, but he hit some of the best one-liners.
I feel like we're gonna get Bender episodes though. This was more like Leela and Nibbler.
Leela,
you know what I mean?
Which we haven't gotten in a while since like the Brain episodes and all those. So it was nice.
Right. We haven't gotten a Nibbler episode this season
this
yet.
This has been amazing.
So,
I'm so happy that we got this. And this takes us, what do we got, 6 more weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Takes us into the fall.
Yeah, which brings us into Loki.
Yeah.
So, for the next little bit, Wednesdays are going to be Futurama. Watch along with us.
Yeah, go watch it. Get all the streaming hours.
Yeah.
I'm still watching the old episodes. I want them to renew this for another however many episodes we can get.
Do it. So Loki will be after this show.
That'll go right into Echo.
Damn.
Smash.
Yeah.
But we get that all at once, so we're gonna have to binge that.
Okay. So Wednesdays are series reviews. We're still gonna do Twisted Metal at some point.
Probably in the maybe we'll jam that next week.
That's breaking records all over the place.
Yeah,
so
we'll do that. Yeah.
All right, guys. Fast forward past it.
That credit scene is
That's
after
him
Aquaman
after
2.
Aquaman 2. Yeah, when he's down on his
There's
luck.
a whole movie that takes place between the credits rolling and the and the end credits scene. Maybe we drop it on Max. Maybe we use it as a tax write-off.
Maybe we'll just drop it as the credits of another shitty movie that we don't care about. I would drop it on Max, along with Batgirl, which they apparently showed clips
accidentally.
Of. And there's literally a slate with Batgirl symbol on it somewhere on the internet.
Poor Jimmy Bullets. Poor me.